Are you addicted to coffee?
Move this man!
I know, no, hold on, bear with me here. Kind of have some bad news. You probably would improve your health to get off of the coffee. Now, if you're open to that, if you are open to having a better life and to feeling better and to not feeling as if you need this unnatural stimulation that you gotta have this cup of this stuff, you're not gonna function well. If you want to emancipate yourself from the slavery that is coffee, then you're gonna wanna stay tuned. Now, I'm Professor Spira. I've practiced something called the Mucusless Diet Healing System for over 19 years, and I've helped thousands of people transform their lives using the methods found in the Mucusless Diet Healing System book. And before we move on, I want you to take a moment, go down below, click the link, sign up for our Insiders Club and get 5 free recipes to help you remove waste from your body that will ultimately help you be able to get this stuff out of your system where you no longer crave this coffee stuff. So click that link right now, sign up, and let's get going. So coffee. Now, I know that a lot of you are addicted to coffee and a lot of you are in denial. It's not an addiction. It's fine. It's some people even say it's healthy. It's helping you stay regular. You don't want to be relying on coffee to have your bowel movements, as a side note. If you have to get this drink in order to get yourself right, to go to work, to get the kids off to school, to some people even in the evening or go to bed or after a meal, if you feel as if you need to have this caffeinated beverage, then there is an issue, there's a problem. We shouldn't have this kind of unhealthy attraction to these kinds of stimulants. Now, what is this stuff doing to the body? Now, I've helped a lot of people overcome dietary issues, get off of coffee, get off of things like marijuana, get off of meat and dairy and all these different things. And when you get off of something that is bad, there's going to be side effects. And coffee is one of those things where there is a lot of uncomfortable side effects as you're detoxing it out of your system and you're getting over, as you're kicking the habit, as the old phrase, kicking the habit, comes from people, heroin, at least this was the story of folks that was getting off of heroin that would be in the bed trying to kicking their legs uncontrollably. You start going through some of that when you're getting off of a drug as deep as coffee and this caffeine. There's a caffeine epidemic. We should not be in a situation where you feel as if you have to have this in order to function for your day. And you got to be real with yourself. You got to look in the mirror and say, you know what? He's kind of right. And this is something that I should probably let go of. What are the benefits of letting go of the coffee? Well, first and foremost, once you get past that initial jitteriness, or there's people that can even go through depressions and feeling terrible. Once you get through that and you detox past that, you're going to have a clarity of thought. A lot of folks, brain fog has left, is when you're going through it. There might be some unpleasant symptoms at first as you get detoxing yourself from this coffee situation, but then you eventually get to a point where you feel so much better. Anxiety goes away. You're not being as hard on your adrenal glands and your endocrine system with this harsh, just punching yourself every time you're drinking this stuff. It's the harsh stimulant. And Brother Air likes to call coffee bean soup. It's like we're drinking bean soup for breakfast or throughout the day. I mean, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense other than it's time to get high. It's very bitter And I know there's all the coffee heads be like, oh no, if you make it right, you got to do this, you got to add this. I don't know who came up with the idea of putting dairy in it. That's already, don't even get me started on dairy and the problems with that. There's a whole other video. But then you get into all of this boutique kind of stuff where this Mako Laki Chakiata and this is insane. Like, it's $15 for a glass of chocolatey, mocha-y kind of stuff. Take that $15 and go get you some fresh juice, invest in a juicer. That's gonna be a lot better in the long run. But that's what you're gonna wanna do. One of the big problems of the coffee situation is it is very acidic. And it's not giving you this alkaline kind of vibration in your body. It's very acidic. And so when I see people that drink a lot of coffee, I can see it's like the moisture has been sucked out of their skin. You know, the skin is getting, aging quicker. So you don't want that. So first and foremost, if you understand that it's a problem and it's something that you should want to get off of, then that's the first step. The next step, starting to clean yourself up, which will help you no longer crave and have the taste for the coffee. And you do that using the methods of the Mucusless Diet Healing System. Check that book out. Check out a bunch of content on this channel where we talk about the mucusless diet, overcome that addiction. Primarily, first, you got to clean yourself up. If your gut is filled with slime and 32 feet of uneliminated fecal matter and decades-old feces stones and all kinds of toxic, smelly slime, it's going to be hard for you to overcome any craving that you're having, anything that you're addicted to, whether it be coffee or marijuana or what any kind of addictive, acidic mess. It's gonna be hard to get off of that as long as you have all this stuff in your gut. Once you start to clean that out, using the proper eating habits, using things like lemon juice and distilled water enemas, start using these methods, and before you know it, you're no longer gonna crave the coffee. It's gonna make you feel terrible, where at one point the coffee made you feel like, ooh, popped you up, made you feel alert and high, and I'm good. The caffeine. Once you get yourself really cleaned up, you're not gonna like the taste of it anymore. At least that was my experience and a lot of other people's experience. And you're gonna feel the negative symptoms and side effects that you go through as you're detoxing it out. You'll actually feel those right away. So you get some coffee in, it's not gonna feel good. It's not gonna feel good in your stomach. It's not gonna feel good through your body. You probably feel more jittery, might be anxious. That's the real side effects. That's how you actually supposed to feel when you drink this stuff, because it's a poison.
Move this man!
Again, I know, hurting a lot of people's feelings. I already see a lot of y'all hitting the dislike button, and that's fine. I can take it. Truth is the truth. We don't need to be addicted to these kinds of stimulants. So, step one, admit that there is an issue and that there is a life after coffee, after the epidemic. And two, clean yourself out, and that's gonna make it so much easier to overcome. And then three, some people can do the cold turkey thing. If you can't, then maybe switch, at least go to decaf for a little bit, trying to wean yourself off to where if you're like a chronic coffee drinker or you're drinking it several times a day, then let's just do once a day. Maybe when you're craving the coffee, instead do a lemon juice and distilled water enema. That's a good trade-off. You can get to the point where you're just having it once a week, and then maybe once a month, then once every couple months, to the point where it just drifts off and you don't even think about it anymore. Maybe you pass a store and you smell it, and as those poisons are still in your system, you're still gonna kind of maybe have a mental relapse back to, oh, coffee, oh, that smells really good or whatever. That's okay, that's gonna happen. That's the nature of addiction. You're gonna have, and you might even have a relapse where you've been doing good for months and then all of a sudden something happens and boom, you're back at your favorite coffee spot going crazy. And so that is okay, the relapse is okay. But getting started, going down this path, and eliminating this stuff, making the effort. You gotta make the effort. You gotta take action and you gotta make the effort, or nothing's gonna happen and you're gonna, people like to have younger looking skin and that kind of stuff. Switch the coffee to fresh juice. Make fresh green juices, fresh fruit juices in the mornings, in the afternoons, in the evenings. Have fresh juice. That's going to alkalize your system, saturate your body with this moisture, and make your skin look better. Coffee doesn't make that skin look better. Leaching all this liquid out of your system. You don't want that. You want to be alkaline. You want to not have to feel as if you have to drink some kind of foreign substance in order to feel better and go about your day. I know if you're still watching now, you're serious about this, and if you are, I want to invite you to go down below, click the link. If you've not read the Mucusless Diet Healing System yet, get a copy of that book. Or in fact, get a copy of all 7 of the books. We have 7 books in our bundle, Mucus-free, Ultimate Mucus-free Life book bundle. Go down below, click the link, get that while you can at this price, because the price is going to be going up soon. So click the link, get those books. If you're extra super serious, you're going to want to enroll in the Mucusless Diet Healing System e-course. Information about that is down below. But take action. Whatever path you go, whatever you do, you got to understand this stuff is evil. Coffee
Is evil from my point of view.
This stuff does not belong in the body. This stuff, and I mean coffee in general, don't come after me, Starbucks, I don't care, whatever. This stuff is not what you want to be putting in your body. Fresh fruits and vegetables. What about that is complicated? Fresh fruits and vegetables, and the juice of fresh fruits and vegetables. That's what's supposed to go into the body, not some strange beans that they mined somewhere that they got, and now they're roasting it up and they have to prepare it and burn it, or it's poison. They don't, roast it up and prepare it, and then you do all this processing to get this addictive liquid. You just get a juicer, make some fresh juice, get some fruit, do some lemon juice, distilled water enemas, clean yourself up, emancipate yourself from the coffee monster. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Before you go, I want you to check right here, click right here. This is another great video from the channel that's made specifically for you. Click right here, and I will see you over there. Peace, love, and breath.